What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I'd ask if you'll please go down there, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Rants TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, before we get started, my apologies for being gone for almost 2 weeks. I've just run out of some topics to talk about. I will come with the content more and more often. When I have more to talk about, there will be more videos. So my apologies for being gone for so long. I will do my best to make sure it don't happen. I know I keep saying that, but I'll do my best to make sure it don't happen again. Even if I got to dig down deep for videos from now on and just make up anything, I will come with some content for y'all. Now, having said all that, let's get into it. Y'all, the Houston Texans drafting Davis Mills and Nico Collins. Let's speak on it. First off, let me say, welcome to Houston, Davis Mills and Nico Collins. Glad that y'all are Texans. Two highly talented brothers. Nico Collins, though he did not play last season, in the games he did play in the 2019 season, had 7 receiving touchdowns on 37 catches. He seems to be a pretty dynamic dude, seems to be a nice guy. He seems to be hungry and humble, and you always want hungry and humble guys on your team. And also it gives the Houston Texans yet another, it fills a position of need in the wide receiver position, because the Houston Texans absolutely needed that. But I know the hot topic of discussion is everyone is in shock of the Houston Texans drafting Davis Mills, the quarterback, with the first pick that they had in the 3rd round. Here's why I'm not worried about that at all. Now, I know a lot of people will sit there and say, and all the big media outlets will sit there and say, oh, but they did this, they had to have done this in the midst of the Deshaun Watson situation. Here's what I think. That I would not doubt that that's exactly why they're doing it yet, just in case this heads down south. But just in case it doesn't, I believe that Davis Mills is nothing more than a potential draft piece to help rebuild the Houston Texans around Deshaun Watson if he is found not guilty, or if he is found to be guilty and is serving his suspension and is served whatever suspension or whatever punishment is coming his way from that. And I still believe that after all this, he still will be a Houston Texan. And with all that being said, I would not be surprised also if next year they do the exact same thing, because good quarterbacks are in high demand. They will always be in high demand, and there will always be a team that is in need of a quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? So if you stock up on quarterbacks, that gives you either a quarterback you can build around or a potential trade piece to where you can get back more players in return for if you trade that quarterback. Because if you have a quarterback that's at least halfway decent in the NFL, he's going to come with a high price tag. Look at Kirk Cousins. He got a fully guaranteed contract. You understand what Kirk Cousins, guys, you understand what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to Kirk Cousins, the man. I'm just saying Kirk Cousins has never been what you would consider an elite quarterback. He's always been very good, but he's never been truly elite. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, even if you have halfway decent quarterbacks on your roster and you have more than one, those are nothing more than potential trade pieces potentially from that. But tell you a particular story. Well, not a particular story, but a particular scene on ESPN's First Take not too long ago where Jimmy Johnson came on, the great Cowboys Cowboys coach not too long ago. He said something that really caught my attention, and I find it ironic that he went through this situation with another great quarterback, and the situation turned around and worked out, and ironically enough, it worked out for him. And I'm talking about the situation he had with Troy Aikman, because a lot of people don't know that Troy Aikman was a lot like Deshaun Watson in the situation, well, not in the situation of the legal trouble, but a lot in the situation of wanting to move on to another team, wanting to be traded. And then that very next season, when Jimmy Johnson came in, a new coach, that very season, I think it was that season or the very next season, they drafted a quarterback. They did. Amidst all the drama and amidst all the chaos, they drafted a quarterback. You know what Jimmy Johnson said? I always knew that Troy Aikman was going to be my quarterback. I never drafted the other guy because I believed in him. I drafted him to get him and get Troy Aikman's attention, and potentially use the other guy and use the other guy for potential trade pieces to help rebuild the entire football team. And I think right now, if Nick Casario is playing his cards right, who I think is doing an excellent job right now, I know a lot of people, oh, we need this and that. Guys, we are rebuilding right now. We just came off a 4-12 season. We ain't going to no Super Bowl next year. Relax. Calm down. We know this is a rebuilding process. This is not going to happen in one. This is not going to be a one-season rebuild. I am sorry to let you know. I love the Houston Texans. Guys, I have them tattooed on my very skin right now. Them, the Rockets, the very logo you see at the very bottom right corner. I have them tattooed on my very body right now. So I got to be a lifelong fan. But I'm also a realist. And I'm even biased to a degree. I will admit that. But I'm a realist. I will be honest. Okay? We're not going to no playoffs next year. We're not going to the Super Bowl. We're not going to the playoffs. This is a true rebuild season. This is the season to prepare us to finish rebuilding for the next season. This is not, guys, this is going to be a 2 or 3 year rebuild. I'm sorry. This is just what it's going to be. Because not only do you have a GM that's coming into a situation of chaos, you have a first-time head coach that's coming into this chaos. He's coming in with a whole new system, all new players, a whole new situation. Guys, this is not going to be done in a season. It's damn sure not going to be done in an offseason. I'm going to let you know that right now. Especially when you don't have a first and a second round draft pick. What else is the man supposed to do? All he can do is prepare for the season that is to come. The season that's upcoming right now, guys, I'm here to tell you right now. If we win more than 6 games, I would be shocked. I'm just being honest. If we go even 7-9, I consider that a win. I consider that a win. And I mean no disrespect to anybody playing for the Texans. I mean no disrespect to the head coaching staff or anybody. I don't. But I am a realist. Guys, do you honestly think the Houston Texans are going to be better than the Indianapolis Colts next season? No, not with Carson Wentz and that coaching staff. No. Do you think the Tennessee Titans are going anywhere? And I can't stand Tennessee. I can't stand Tennessee. I hate Tennessee. Do you think they're going anywhere anytime soon? Do you think Texas is going to be better than them next season? Hell no. Oh, yes, we forget. There's yet another quarterback we got to deal with for another decade by the name of Trevor Lawrence, who just went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got to deal with him next season, and he's only going to get better if they don't get him killed by not giving him an offensive line and no weapons on the offense. Guys, this is not going to be a one-season rebuild. Them drafting Davis Mills and Nico Collins was the best thing for the team. Because even if he is good and Deshaun Watson has to miss the season, guess what, guys? We are still going to get a high draft pick. And then imagine this. You get a high draft pick from a guy that's showing promise. Guess what? His trade value is only going to skyrocket. And say if Deshaun still wants to go and he can still show he can still play, he's going to still draw interest from teams, not as much as we were going to ask, but he may not be worth 3 first-round draft picks, but he's going to be damn sure at least 1 still. Now imagine you got Deshaun Watson and then you got another quarterback right here that's young and showing promise on a rookie contract, and you just had another lackluster season. Think about it. Y'all are not thinking about the big picture. Y'all are not seeing, as the old folks would say, y'all are not seeing the forest from the trees. Y'all just looking at that one big ass oak tree right in front of you. You're not looking at the entire forest. Look at the entire forest. The entire forest is right now, guys. We are not going to be good next season. We're not. Okay? Now imagine you got Deshaun Watson still in his prime. He still won, and then you still got this young guy showing promise. Say Deshaun Watson still don't want. Guess what? You still got draft pick. Even if you decide that now one of them's going to be your guy, guess what? You got draft picks galore coming to you. Did you not hear me say what I made? The statements I made at the beginning of the video for a reason. If you got a half-decent quarterback and you got 2 on your roster, come on now. You can rebuild an entire team off of 2 or 3 players, man. Think about it. And then guess what? The Texans now, if you got the young quarterback, if Davis Mills comes out and he balls out, he shows promise. He say he has a Justin Herbert type year, a Justin Herbert type rookie year, right? He's good and he shows promise, right? You can either trade Deshaun or you can trade him. You understand what I'm saying? You can trade either and get a king's ransom for either one of them, if not both. So relax, people. This is part of the rebuild. Davis Mills himself being drafted here is only for the Texans' benefit. It's only going to benefit it's only going to benefit them. Because at the very least, you got a backup that you don't got to pay big money to. At the very least. Come on, y'all. Think. Do y'all really think that this dude finna come out and be Deshaun Watson? Being drafted in the third round? Now, I know. A lot of crazy things have happened out of draft. Just because you're drafted in the lower rounds don't mean that you can't be a star. But do you honestly think that one man coming out of college is going to just turn this whole thing around in an offseason? In a whole new system, and in a situation where he don't really have much going for him. We still got to figure out what's going on with the O-line. You understand what I'm saying? It's still so many other problems. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, what about the O-line? What about the guys? We'll address that in the offseason. And then guess what? You rent some guys for this season, and then guess what you can do next season? You get me? So relax, people. Relax. The Houston Texans will be fine if Nick Caserio continues doing what he is doing. I'm not saying I got complete faith in him, but I will give credit where credit is due. He is not just looking at, I got to turn this right. No, he is taking his time and properly rebuilding this team the way it needs to be constructed. Everything I said that this man needs to do, it's like he watched my videos and said, you know what, I'm going to do that. And went right to it. I said they need to rebuild the team from the inside out. What did he do? Did he not sign 4 or 5 offense? Did he not go get Marcus Cannon? Did he not get 3 or 4 or 5 offensive linemen in the offseason? Did he not go trade for Shaq Lawson for the defensive line? Did he not transform Did he not just go get Lovie Smith and transform the defense to better fit the offensive line and the defense, to better fit the Texans and the team and the talent they have by switching the defense from 3-4 to 4-3? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all asking for too much and not giving it time to grow. You have to give this time. Give it time. Give it time. This is not going to be done in offseason. Nick Caserio is doing an excellent job right now. All Nick Caserio is doing is really, honestly, and I think this is exactly what I would have done. What he is doing is I'm not even preparing for this upcoming season. I am getting all my ducks lined up for the season after this. What I know I can literally go get anything I want because I am going to have all the trade assets now in this season to go get them. That's what's happening right here, y'all. This is part of the rebuild. This is part of the rebuild. I know rebuilding sucks. It sucks being one of the worst teams in the NFL. I know it does. But right now, this is what is needed. It's just what's going to happen. It's reality. All right? But y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about the drafting of Davis Mills and Nick Collins. Y'all let me know if it was a good move by the Texans, and let me know if you agree or disagree with me about my opinion on the drafting of those two gentlemen. As long as you remain respectful and logical, we can have a conversation, but that's going to be the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name is Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, more good content. Now, hashtag that enough said. See y'all next time.